Once again, good day, students. Now, the next topic under module 3 is the central tendency for the group data. So I will again discuss mean, median, mode, but this time, let's see how to solve for the mean, median, mode using group data. Okay, so last meeting, I already explained to you what do mean by group and ungroup. So this time, let's apply this by computing of course, for the central tendency, which are the mean, median, and the mode. So let's start with the mean. Okay, so for the mean, of course, this is the arithmetic average. So here's the formula for the mean. We have here the mean, of course, this is the symbol. Now is equal to the sum of course, the f and x. F is the frequency of each class. Okay, x is the midpoint of each class. Okay, and that is over, of course, the summation of frequency, or the sum of the frequency of each class. So this is our formula for the computation of the mean for the group data. So let's have an example. Okay, to calculate for the mean, we need to find, of course, the midpoint first for each class interval. Then number 2, multiply the midpoint x by the frequency for each class to get what we call fx. Okay, and then sum it all up, the fx, of course, to get the summation of fx. Then sum up all frequencies to get the summation of f. Okay. Then once you have the summation, we just divide this summation of fx by summation of f to get the mean. Okay. So let's start. Now let's find the midpoint of x. Okay, so for instance, this is our x, the class intervals. I will not discuss what is class interval because I already discussed it under the presentation of data of frequency using frequency table. Okay, so I already discussed to you how to compute for the class intervals and how to get frequency. So this time it's already given. No, but if it's not yet given, of course, you have to go back with the frequency table before the computation of the mean. Okay, so let's say we have the class interval and the frequency already. So the first is to find the midpoint of x. So this is the x. Okay, let's look into the midpoint of 0 to 9. Of course, if we try to divide 9 into 2 to get the midpoint, the answer is 4.5. Okay, then, of course, if we have to get the midpoint of the 2, we can simply add this 10 plus 19 divided by 2, and that's 14.5. Okay, then 20 plus 29 divided by 2, that's 24.5. Then 30 plus 39 divided by 2, that's 34.5. And 40 plus 49 divided by 2, that's 44.5. So that's how we get, of course, the midpoint or the x. So once we have this, and the frequency is already here, we can simply, of course, what do you call this one? Multiply, the f and the x to get fx. So 6 times 4.5, that's 27. Okay, 9 times 14.5, that's 130.5. 14 times 24.5, that's 343. 11 times 34.5, that's 379.5. Then 6 times 44.5, that's 267. Okay, and then, of course, the next step is to sum down the value, okay, of the fx. So we get the sum. So this is the summation of fx. Okay, so once you add all this, you'll get 1,147. And that's the summation of fx. Then we have to also compute for the summation of the frequency. Okay, summation of frequency. And the answer is, of course, you add this one. Okay, then the answer, of course, 46. So now we have the summation of f and the summation of fx, which are, of course, the values that we need for the formula. No? So numerator natin is the summation of fx over the summation of f. So let's just substitute that. Okay, so we have here the mean over or equals to summation of fx over summation of f. So the answer, of course, if we substitute that, now 1,147 divided by 46 is equal to, of course, 24.93. So our mean for this data is 24.93. Okay, next, let's move on to the median. How to compute for the median? So for the median, this is the formula. We're in L, of course, no, is the lower boundary of the median class. Okay, and N, no, is the total number of observation, this one. And F, of course, is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the median, this one. Okay, and the frequency of the median class times the class width. Okay, so let's have an example, no? Paano ba mag-calculate ng median? So first, you have to find the cumulative frequency for each class, which I've already discussed last time, no, in your class. Number 2, identify the median class wherein, no, we have to look for course n over 2, no, kung saan naglalies yan within it, no. And number 3, use the formula to calculate for the median. So let's say we have here, no, the cumulative frequency. So here's the data, no, the intervals, no, nakita mo na yung frequency for instance, no. So the next is to look for the cumulative frequency. So the first value is 6, so we have 6 plus 9, that's 15. 15 plus 14, that's 29. 29 plus 11, that's 40. 40 plus 6, that's 46. Okay. So, all in all, ang ating N ay 46. So, if you add that, that's 46. Okay? So, N is 46. Now, kailangan daw makuha natin yung N over 2. So, N, which is 46 divided by 2, is 23. So, after you get that, no, the cumulative frequency just before and after 23 is 15, which is the second class, and the 29 third class. Okay, so we have here, no, 23 ngayon, yung nakita natin. So, in this interval, saan papasok ang 23? Definitely, andito siya, di ba? So, 23 is, no, of course, sabi niyo dyan, cumulative frequency just before and after 23 is 15, second class, no? Dito siya. Okay, either, no, dito, okay? Or, pwede ring, no, pumasok, should I say, siya dito. Okay. So, ngayon, no, our N is 23. Nasa pagitan siya ng 15 and 29. Tama, no? So 23, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. No? Then next value, 27, 28, 29. No? So, andito yung 23. No? So, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. No? So, andito yung 23 sa pagitan ng 15 to 29. So, since nandyan siya, no, our mid class is 20 to 29. Bakit 20 to 29? Kasi mas malapit yung value ng 23 sa 20 to 29. No? At mas nakapasok siya yung value ng 23 sa 20 to 29 compare sa 10 to 19. Okay? So next, since you know now the mid class, no? Calculate for the median. Okay? So we will substitute using this formula, of course. So we have the median, no? Then we need, of course, the value of L. Okay, what is our L? We have 20, of course, no? And the next is the H. Our H is 10. Okay. Our F is 15. No? And of course, the F, the small one, is 14. Okay. Ngayon, paano nakuha yan? No? Balikan natin yung values natin. L is the lower boundary of the median class. Okay. Our median class is 20 to 29. So the lower is 20. Dito yan galing. Okay? No? Then next, okay, H. Our H is the class width. No, ilan ba yung class width natin? No? So, kung titignan natin 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No? So, we have 10. No, yung from 0 to 9, we have 10. That's our class width. And for F, no, big F, cumulative frequency of the class proceeding to the median class. So, ito yung ating median class. Ang preceding yan, bago yung 29, is 15. So, yung 15 na yan, that is the F. Okay. Now, the small f is the frequency of the median class. What is the frequency of the median class? The frequency is 14. So that is the value of 14. Okay? So I hope you got those values kung saan nanggaling mga yan. So you just substitute, no? So we need, of course, the L, which is 20 plus. No? The next is the N over 2, which is, of course, 23. Okay, dyan galing yon. No? Minus the F. Okay. Over, of course, the N. So, see? No? So, that's the F. Now, okay, you have to multiply that to the H, which is 10. Okay, so andyan na yung mga values natin. No? So, we will compute the equal sign. 20 plus, we subtract 23 minus 15, that's 8, over 14 times 10. Then, equal sign, remain 20, no, plus, of course, you have to get this, no, kasi naka-open close parentheses times 10, then you will get 5.71. Then after that, no, you add 20 plus 5.71, you will get 25.71. Okay? So that is our median. So if you have questions on this, please ask me next meeting. Okay, number 3 or third, which is mode. Okay, how to compute for the mode? Of course, this is the formula. L plus open close parentheses. Now we have the F1 minus FO over F1 minus FO plus F1 minus F2. No? Times H. Okay? So the L is the lower boundary of the modal class. F1 is the frequency of the modal class. FO is the frequency of the class preceding the modal class. F2 is the frequency of the class succeeding the modal class. And H is the class with. So let's calculate for the mode. So for the steps, first is identify the modal class. Then second, use the formula to calculate for the mode. So let's identify the modal class. Ano ba yung modal class? No? So the modal class is 20 to 29. Balikan natin yung data natin sa median. No? So let's say same data that we have here. The modal is 20 to 29. Let me have a sign here so that you will know. Okay. No. And the highest frequency is 14. This one. Okay. So very obvious naman na 14 yung highest score. Yan. So that's 14. No? So alam niyo na ngayon yung modal class and the frequency or highest frequency is 14. Now, you need to calculate for the mode. So of course, gaya ng kanina, our lower boundary is 20. Okay. And we have 10 as the class width. No, from 0 to 9, we count. No, that's 10. Saan galing yung 0 to 9 na yan? Of course, sa class interval natin, 0 to 9. No, same din, from 10 to 19, that's 10. 20 to 29, 10 din yan, etc. Okay. Then, F1. Okay, our F1, sabi niyo dyan, is the frequency of the modal class. So, the frequency of the modal class, no, yung katapat ng 20 to 29 is 14. So, our F1 is 14. How about FO? FO is the frequency of class preceding the modal class. So, ano yung preceding, no? Ito yung modal frequency of the modal class. The preceding is, we have there 9. Okay, so our FO is 9. The F2 is, of course, frequency of the class succeeding the modal class, yung susunod na frequency, no? Which is, we have here 11. Okay? So, dun ang galing yung 11 na yan. So, now, we will substitute, of course, the formula. This formula, okay, or the values, we will substitute to this formula. So, we have here the mode, then our L is 20. Okay. Then, of course, we have here the F1. Okay. Then, the FO. Okay. Then we have, of course, the F1 and FO again here. No? And followed plus, no, the F1 minus F2, which is 14 minus 11. Okay. So you just substitute, then later on you multiplied by 100. So substitute na natin, then you compute 20, of course, then 14 minus 9, that's 5. Then 14 minus 9, that's 5 plus 14 minus 11, that's 3. Then multiply by 10. Okay, and then 20 plus, of course, 5 over 8, no, times 10. And of course, you just divide this, then multiply by 10, you will get 6.25. So 20 plus 6.25, that's 2. So our answer for the mode, given the data set that we have, okay, is of course 2. So if you have any questions about mode or how to compute for the mode for the group data, just ask me next meeting during our class discussion. So that's all for this lesson. See you next meeting.